Alright, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Sorry I'm running a little late. I have quite a few things going on I'm excited to share. One, I'm very tired. Let's just run through, like, as I'm going through it, or talking here, let's run through and see where I left off, because I have played some other campaigns since Monday, or Monday morning, I should say. Alright. Alright, he's about to die by that Sword of Cain general. And I just dominated the Sisters of Twilight, I believe. Yes. So I won't be able to dominate anyone. Excuse me. For a bit yet. But yeah, we are, my wife and I are, working on basically getting our daughter, to be comfortable in her, shit, I can't think. Her crib. So, but she's surprisingly she's doing really well. We've done it the last 2 nights now, and she's done really well with it. Which is,
on we go.
You know, good news. But last night she wasn't feeling good to begin with, and so I think she was a little upset and woke up, I think, at like 2 or 3. Oh, excuse me. And then, so my wife had to take care of her, and I had to come in the other room here. But that, and I worked out for the first time yesterday, and I don't even want to admit how long it's been. But yeah, I did it, and I'm glad I did it. It felt good. It also felt painful, but the big thing is that it felt good. So I'm excited on that end for sure, to kind of get back into the groove of things, and I'm gonna start doing that Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, which is why I don't make content Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then also Saturday and Sunday after I stream in the mornings, I'll be doing it then as well. So let's make, yeah. I really like only doing the battle, like the pain for pleasure one, when it's like when our manifestations are the best. No pain, no gain. Hey, welcome, Almas. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be the big one. We'll end the turn here and move on and see what Malekith decides to do. Yesterday it was just kind of, I didn't really even do a whole lot, but my legs are exhausted, because I did run for like 30-35 minutes, but it was basically just to like break the ice, to get my lazy ass to get to the gym and kind of break that initial, like, oh, I'm gonna go today, I'm gonna go, you know, tomorrow, I'm gonna go, you know, all that putting it off kind of crap. And so I finally just went there. I was like, get myself to the gym, you know, just do some very light stuff, just to be there, do something, and get rid of that. But Thursday is going to be, again, the nasty one, because I'm actually lifting Thursday, just to kind of see what I can do. So I'm going to be actually doing weights and like actual power lifts. So Thursday may not be too bad, but Thursday night into Friday is going to be not very fun. So I imagine Friday morning during the stream I will be quite stiff, but it'll be all right. We'll get through it, and just gotta push through the first few weeks of, you know, getting back into shape, you know. Body's gonna be in shock for a while. Oh yeah. That's kind of expected. Excuse me. But yeah, I was running late because of that. And I've also, if you guys go to my YouTube channel at on the About page on the very bottom. I've been thinking about it for a while, but didn't really know if I should do it. But I've created a Facebook group for the channel, which right now I'm the only one allowed to post in it. You know, because it's just primarily for my content promotion. Because I've also thought about kind of opening it up to you guys, but on the off chance, the channel does pick up and grow, I'm just worried that I'd have to, change it to where only I can promote stuff because it would just get too crowded. Yeah, I'm excited for it because like it's gonna have my which reminds me, I need to post it in there. I mean, it's gonna have like my my live stream updates, videos if I'm able to make some videos, but also I'm gonna occasionally be posting like just gameplay photos, of like talking about stuff that's happened and whatnot. And you guys will be, even though you won't be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like post anything specifically yourself. You'll still be able to like leave comments and whatnot on the video or on like the post I make and whatnot. That way you guys are still able to interact with me on the Facebook group and whatnot, instead of just a screen to look at basically. Hey Mary B, welcome to the stream. Get a chance to catch you live. Campaign is great. Really enjoy it. Haven't seen all the episodes yet. Oh, I appreciate that, man. Anyway, I didn't know you and your wife had a child. Congrats, man. Best of luck to you both. Yeah, thank you. She's our daughter's about 3.5 months old right now. Yeah, the time is going by very quickly as we are learning. It's very exciting for sure. It's very, very exciting. Let's increase my hero capacity. I don't want to lose Lothern. It's going up to 2-5. So let's put in walls here just for the time being. Let's just put in some walls. Shrine of Cain. Yep, that's fine. And that's fine. Okay. Alright, let's start off with this one. Alright.
Feast upon their sin.
Home of Discord would be really good.
I shall spill your guts in such pleasing acts. How why?
Alright, what, let's give her some, missile resistance. And then, where are you at? There we go, Home of Discord. Alright. Which we have 2 Mortis engines now, which is good for this army. He just needs to keep getting better individually, since he does have the Sword of Cain. Okay. And I know this hero was going to go in, and I think it was in NKari's army. Good.
Such insights to tempt you.
Bringer of sensation.
Yeah, because that'll get him to full health.
There is
Same with him. It's got enough chosen. What else?
Let me imbibe your essence.
Can you show your wrestles? Yeah, of course.
Come.
I don't have many like right now, but I'm working on a lot of them. But I got Wintertooth, World Walkers, Morgar. I should have had him as well. He must have. Oh, well, we can deal with Torox eventually. And then also very, very recently I did the Sisters of Twilight, I think in the last episode. And Marathi is almost about to be corrupted as well. And Malekith is on his way to being corrupted. I haven't been fortunate enough to get any like cults built up in his area to really start like the cult process, but also I think of them as like under Empire cults.
You honor me.
Rapunz is slowly on her way as well. And I should have a hero over here.
Cultist.
Yep. Working his way up. I want to get over to like to Emmerich. I would imagine he's still alive. Let's see. Tell you what, let's do this.
Such insight.
Have NKari stop recruiting.
So good.
And you take these 3. Good.
Tender.
And you take 2 more. Okay.
Artisan
Now
of
you.
pain.
We do need a siege attacker for this army. Let's have 1,000 more health. Which we don't have any of the text done for the Keeper of Secrets, but it's not that we couldn't get them with the bound spells and whatnot. That lack of defense, though. Let's see if
Who will slake this herald's thirst?
Weapon strength and melee attack. And then melee defense bonus versus infantry. Okay. So you can never really get their defense higher, I guess.
Perish in shrieking ecstasy.
Kind of surprised you went to war with Malekith. Yeah, Malekith declared war on me. Yeah, I took out like the entirety of Ulthuan, and then Marathi declared war on me. Because Marathi's a bitch. And then shortly after that, Malekith declared war on me, like out of the blue. Which I do have the Sword of Cain, which is pissing people off, but I mean outside of that, yeah, let's pop that down. But outside of that, like I haven't done anything. If I check diplomacy. Well, I mean, he doesn't like that I've been shitting on Marathi, but other than that, which, that's another thing, is like how much, like the negative 118 military actions against, you know, both of them, right? But like if I'm at war with, like I fought like 4 or 5 battles against Corone, and they're giving me 1 like approval or whatever, like the approval to disapproval like ratio is incredibly fucked up in this game. Doesn't make a lick of sense. Let's get some more mammoths. No, go away. Yeah. Because just why not? You know, just why not? Alright.
I will flay your very mind.
Wouldn't mind getting some more chosen for her.
Absolute supplication will suffice. What will bring them the most suffering?
And get rid of one of you and get another. I need a siege attacker for you. Excuse me. Let's do a keeper secret. Why not? Why not?
Rapturous odyssey.
Alright, let's check our heroes. Here we go.
Name it, and it shall be done. The cult calls, and
That way we can get our Chaos Sorcerer leveled up as well. Nope. And okay, no worries. No worries. Let's keep him safer.
The Dark Prince chooses. Pain comes swiftly. Pleasure for pleasure's sake.
Nope. I must have just recently done that then. That's alright. That's alright. Let's see. That's right.
Expand the troop.
Take 2 turns to replenish.
Down.
Grab 2 chosen. Actually, no. He's the one that needs the heroes. That's right. That's right. Because his army's good. He just needs to allure heroes. If I'm saying that correctly.
Most exalted keeper of secrets. Go.
Okay, never mind. Alright, stay here for 2 turns. Just up until they get that built.
Embrace.
Yep, that's
the
good. That's fine. And
Slanesh
yeah.
Herald.
Because then we'll start being able to come up here and go for some landmarks in some of Malekith's territory. And we can recruit, we can afford some more armies too, so we can push into the east a little more as well. Because we will need a army or 2, probably 2 armies down here, kind of protecting the coast. But let's move on.
name it, and it shall be done.
Is there any places? Yeah, it hasn't made sense, like, at all. And I've noticed it not only in this campaign, but other campaigns as well, where you can be at war, you know, with your allies even, or someone you're trying to make an alliance with. You can be at war with someone they absolutely hate for 40 turns, and you'll gain, what, plus 10 relations with them? Like, okay. He's declared war on and off on me that whole campaign. Like, I saved his ass fighting all of the high elves and clearing them out, you know, left him some territory, and was just going to try and get an alliance with him and move on. But he declared war on me when we still had like 60 positive relations. Like, it doesn't quite make sense. But the other exciting news, outside of the baby and me getting back into shape in time, and the Facebook group, which kind of ties into what I'm about to go into, is oh, we're keeping it, man. Really? let's create a hero and send them to the to Malekith's area. Is that hopefully, fingers are crossed, in one of the Facebook groups that I had been a part of under like my actual name, I've joined that group now with my like YouTube channel name, and hopefully I'll be able to do some promotion in that group. I'm just waiting to hear back from them. Just because we're so close to that that 1,000 subscriber threshold, it would just be really cool if we be able to kind of hit that. Do melee first, because I'm only like 170 subscribers away, and this group has almost 40,000 members. So even if 5%, 10% of them go over there, you know, it'll be looking good. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much, because you know I get from a group perspective they may not want to do it at all, and I totally get it. But yeah, you know what, you won't know until you ask, and so I thought the least I could do is ask, and just see how it goes. So I'll let you guys know kind of what's gonna happen with that as I figure it out. And who knows, maybe this weekend we'll have a really big stream. Let's just hold off on that, because if I am going to recruit another army, the money's going to be a little more tight now that the Sword of Cain is dominating, and we just got to pay a little more.
The agony is to come.
Alright, he's recruiting. She's recruiting.
I have a palace in the sands.
Could get him some mammoth, too. I really would like to get some soul grinders or something else in his army, so I'll wait there. Good. Alright, you can go into his army. Probably go cheaper. Just do Hell Scourges with Chaos Warriors. Diplomacy is broken. Have you ever managed to evangelize someone diplomatically? No, not really. It's been really stupid. Well, the one thing I don't like is, like in Warhammer 2, right? Like if I was to like try and do it here, right? Become vassal. Like if it's not close enough to actually happening, the game doesn't let you just like balance the offer, you know? Which tells me either I just don't have the money to do it, but like it would be cool if, you know, I could just put like pay an amount, right? I guess I can here. But it just doesn't automatically like let you do it with confederations a lot of the time. Like yeah, it's not even close. But it just doesn't do a good job a lot of times, I think I've seen in diplomacy, of explaining like why someone doesn't want to do something. Like even the if I go to Nagaron here, like even like the like I don't know, like I just think that some of it is a little, like the main threat thing, incredibly stupid. I think they need to get away with the main threat. It's stupid. Everything and anyone is a main threat to anyone and anything at any given time in the game. Like, no one is in this game is in a position that is completely surrounded by allies ever. Like it's just not a thing. So just get rid of it. It's stupid. Nobody likes it.
Your sin is my command.
Alright. Let's put in another one, why not?
Cult of pleasing perfection. The cult of endless delight.
But who knows what they'll end up doing with it. I mean, and I know it's still got a lot of time to get flushed out. You know, it's just over getting close to a year of release, but it's myself included. People are, I mean, there should be a DLC out already, and obviously there's not. Which I think over here I'm just gonna constantly just keep creating cults and just vassalize all these freaking people. Just start popping them down like freaking craziness.
On to another.
Alright. Good. Upgrade you. And I think that's all I can do this turn. They've been very reluctant, as in like Corone and Kemmler, to really push into my territory.
Never.
Beating up the Fae would be good though for my armies for replenishment, right? Corone. Go do it. See how many people I can make him do this with. Nah, he won't. That's alright. Alright. And yeah, I think we're actually working, I believe, in terms of technology. Yeah, we're working towards the extra replenishment rate as well. Hey, Anon, hey, Sedgwill, welcome, man. I know what you mean, it's random numbers in RNG, while it doesn't show you how to improve or pay. Yeah, like, it just... And some of it, again, just doesn't make sense. Like... I mean, if we're just being straight, like, trying to make it black and white, almost any race, other than, like, Dark Elves hitting High Elves, you know, that kind of thing, right? Or, Norska and the Empire, right? Instead of, like, pure just hatred of certain factions, like, other factions, like, the rest of them should be fucking uniting against chaos, you know, if you want to get down right to it. Because that's what that's what Immortal Empires is, you know, is the entire chaos invasion, and instead most people get fucked up dicking around, you know, fighting each other. More than naked, shit how incompetent it is. Have been on the subject for 13 years. Yeah. I mean, it's the same way. I mean, I remember it being terrible, and it still is in Rome Remastered, but in Rome 1. Where you can have, you know, military alliance, military access, all that stuff, and then they betray you because you leave one settlement undefended. And it doesn't matter if it's, you know, a large city or a village, they just see undefended settlement and they go right for it, you know what I mean? Processing the Sword of Cain for too long. Well, it's a good thing in a few turns. Well, a few levels up, he's able to just be by himself.
So good. This will serve. Slanesh is young.
Excuse me. Good.
Meager. Tedious.
Alright, what other heroes did I get? Nope.
My divine master.
I wanted some shadow magic.
Are you?
Get some shadow magic going. Alright, good. I can pop that down again. Alright, let's just
My divine master.
recruit these.
Name it, and it shall
and
be
call them cult makers.
Slanesh's courtesan.
And just send them north.
Yes, with vigor.
Good.
They call to you.
And you can keep recruiting.
Give yourself to Slanesh, body and soul.
Good. That makes sense. Then among strategic threats that met with a completely united order. Right, like, and even the strategic threat is, I just don't like it. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Because, like, it would make more sense if things were more balanced. Like, if certain actions you did actually outweighed the bad things, you know, you do. You know, all that kind of stuff. But there's just no... There's just nothing... There's just nothing good, you know? It's just... Especially all or nothing. You're either a military allies with someone, and they like you because you're a military ally, or you're constantly fighting... You're not fighting, but like struggling in between them liking you or doing things only that they like versus... You know, you fucked up once, you know, you attacked the wrong person too often, even though you're still at war with the same person they've been at war with since the beginning of a campaign. But, you know, too late. You know, you fucked it up. They're at war with you now because you took a turn off of fighting that race, you know. Nice. Yeah, all of these guys are now fucked. We're about to see a massive, massive conversion of the Empire. NKari. Come
What
here.
fun we shall have.
Hi, Kashi. My doggo's here hanging out. Could also summon a
Will serve. You have
devotee army because we're obviously rolling in them, but that's alright. Let's finish this one and get some replenishment.
what wickedness we shall sow.
Alright, and let's move on. Ah, fuck. That's alright. I am in my own time, so I'm finishing up a Malice campaign in my own time. I'm a little over 100 turns in it. Gotten the confederation of all of the Dark Elves and whatnot. I've really enjoyed that campaign. And so, I mean, I'm telling you, the Dark Elves I don't mind playing now. The Greenskins I am starting... I'm not like, oh my god, Greenskins, but I'm actually, like, I'm able to play them now without hating my life, which is, you know, always a plus. So the next faction I'm gonna give another go at it is the Tomb Kings. Because I just feel like I'm missing something, and so hopefully I'll find something there that I'm just like, oh yeah, like something will just click, you know, and understand how they play effectively, basically. So we'll see. I am definitely going to need more coffee today, though. Alright. Since I'm here, I'll just move her already. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Evershale. Yep, good. Yeah, I need money. Money? Oh. Upgrade the port. Yeah, upgrade the port first. Oh yeah, the Tomb Kings in Warhammer 2. I don't know how people played them in Warhammer 2. Without like, so this is my thing for certain races, right? Like, I totally get that there are cheeses and exploits you can do to make factions not as much of a nightmare, right? Like, I totally get it, you know. I'm not blind to those things that you can do. But having to do those things to make a faction playable, I guess, is something that I do not enjoy in the slightest. For example, the Bretonian free night cheese. I'm not going to go to the lengths to do that. I don't want to go to the lengths of building buildings all the time and destroying them in Warhammer 2 to make some form of money for the Tomb Kings. The greenskins are an absolute train wreck in Warhammer 2 on higher difficulties because they're a melee based, and same thing with the Warriors of Chaos. Any melee like specific based army in Warhammer 2 is absolute fucking garbage in my opinion. I mean, think of how like the demons would do with most like Khorne and Slanesh, who have no missile units. These guys would just get fucking destroyed in Warhammer 2 with the AI melee cheats. Like it wouldn't be enjoyable like at all. No one would have fun with the game. It's just how it is, you know. He needs to stay in there because they really need a frickin' replenishment hero.
Spreading seduction.
Alright, you can stay there.
Delectable.
You're good enough. Let's come over here because you're the sort of king guy's over there. Okay. Let's send him over here actually.
I desire new surroundings.
Get rid of you two.
What have you left to give?
And we'll recruit some Hellstriders with him. But yeah, other than that, so far, like, I'm really happy with it because I'm liking a lot of factions that I used to not like at all in Warhammer 2. So I'm hoping that can continue. You know, it just provides me with more of a chance to enjoy the game more because I have more factions I can play without, you know, coming back to, because like I'm a big Skaven fan, right? So like, you know, it just prolongs having to start another Skaven campaign or stream one. You know, it's better for me, it's better for the channel because I'm not constantly cycling through you know, a bunch of the same type of campaigns because I'm able to play more campaigns, basically, you know.
Go with disgrace.
Alright, that's fine. Yeah, she can recruit over here as well.
Dark Prince. Seeking pleasure. Prince of pain.
Excuse me. Alright. Veer down for... Yeah, I haven't played Skaven in a long time. And Skrull has, I would say, a much easier start compared to Warhammer 2. Because I'm pretty sure the last time I played him, they might have changed it since then, but I'm pretty sure he starts with 2 catapults now as well. But yeah, it's definitely not as much of a hold your breath, hopefully everything goes the way you need it to go kind of campaign. Because yeah, I haven't played any Skaven, I think, since my first Immortal Empires campaign when I played as Ikit. Because I've been very busy playing different factions that I normally wouldn't have liked in Warhammer 2 just to see if I now like them in Warhammer 3. Speaking of Skaven, tips for Clan Nation, having trouble getting into the campaign. I haven't played them, so I know it's gonna be totally different in in Warhammer 3, but so I can only really speak anon to what I would do in Warhammer 2. Basically, fucking god damn it. But what I would do in Warhammer 2 is I would, early on anyway, I would completely avoid sieges. Because Snickage has a higher chance of ambushing, especially with the ambush, like the default ambush stance, excuse me, having that like negative 15% or whatever. So I would just try and set up ambushes as much as possible, because gutter runners are really strong in auto resolve. So it's not that you want to get into an auto resolve habit, but early on, the more you're able to ambush, since they're already super strong in auto resolve, you won't be taking as many casualties. And when you replenish, you'll be able to replenish to full basically every time. So yeah, that would be my big recommendation, because I think he also starts with a poison and wind mortar, which helps things, you know, quite drastically. But yeah, I would definitely start there, and see what you can do. And I mean, if you really, depending on what units you're wanting to recruit, if it's like catapults or the weapons teams for Clan Scryer, the one I usually go with on just shitting on every time, I think, is Clan Moors, whichever one like provides like -4 public order. Like I think that's the Clan Moors one. Like that one's really not that big of an issue. So if you're gonna like shit on one faction in the Eshin contracts, it would be that one. And just make sure whenever you have a contract for Pestilence or Scryer that you get it done. You know, boost those relations up as quickly as possible. But yeah, make sure you sack a bunch. Because that's one thing I've learned too with Skaven is in Warhammer 3 is you can't you know, basically go on a occupying like settlement spree, because you have so much food. Like early on in Warhammer 3, you really got to prioritize the settlements that you want to boost up. So potentially even like go around, sack the minor settlements, get your food up, get some money, and then go to the capital city, because that's what I did with my Scryer campaign early on. I would sack Tabaro, came over and sacked this smaller settlement, sacked Montanias, and then came to Magrita once I had enough food, and then did the same thing with like Maragliano and like Carrick Izor, Carrick Buftar, that kind of thing. So but yeah, I can't again speak entirely like, oh, just do this kind of thing, because it's been a very long time since I've played a Eshin campaign, let alone on Immortal Empires.
I move in the next wave.
I will say though, I mean, be cautious and make sure you're ambushing as much as you can. Especially until you get walls put up in your settlements, or at least your major settlement. I've done a few Eshin campaigns. Don't rush weapons teams because you can reasonably buff your gutters. Also like to Fred Squilk early because he is a 10-10 spellcaster. Yeah, gutter runners, like Snickage's gutter runners are really fucking good the whole campaign. Really good. They do require a lot of micromanaging on the actual battle map. But again, most of the time with with Snicket, you're gonna be able to ambush anyway, and you'll destroy almost everything if you ambush them. So really, that's kind of what I end up using Snicket for. It's very rare in my Warhammer 2 campaigns that I ever used him to do sieges. Most of the time I would save that for my other armies and just let him basically run around the campaign map looking for armies to snipe and get rid of them that way. Good. Like, basically let him deal with all the other stuff and let the other factions worry about the settlements. Alright, let's send...
The seas deathly embrace.
Sea going. You desire.
Get you another Heartseeker unit. Good. Yeah, there's no incentive to actually tank your economy by recruiting weapons teams. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, just, yeah. Definitely.
Pursuing sensation. Let me show you a life without limits.
Like, you can use his Gutter Runner army the whole campaign. Within his army, you can definitely do it. But yeah, just stay away from sieges as much as possible. Like, once you get your second army and you want to go weapons teams, totally totally fine, do it. But up to that point, don't worry about it. Like, Snicket's faction is definitely probably, in my opinion, the least Skaven, like, of all the Skaven factions, he's the one that needs weapons teams earlier rather than later the least.
Of the perfect prince.
Alright, Marathi's about to become my
To
bitch.
another. My divine master.
You need to pop one down.
The cult of pleasing perfection.
You imagine seducing a tree? I don't even know what that would look like.
Do I please?
They just say, I am Groot.
The cult of endless delight.
Good. Yeah, y'all are fucked. All these brothels be putting down in your settlements, man. Ah, son of a bitch. That's alright.
With grace.
Hopefully the one down here is cheaper. Or up here is cheaper. That's right. You are... Yeah, buddy.
Grows.
Get rid of you, and let's make another one. How much? So yeah, they got quite a few settlements going up against me. All right. This fucker is coming back. Which I'm glad I put walls here, but they're definitely going to cause some issues down here. So I'm gonna have to send.
How divine.
I'm gonna have to send someone down there. But let's
At
move
once.
on. But yeah, in terms of with the channel too, I mean, tell friends, tell family. I've been contemplating about telling my family about me streaming. Because we are very close to the 1,000 mark, and my wife and I, can I win that? I don't have money. I don't think I could deal with the single entities. I would never be able to use the army abilities either, because they would just disintegrate. They'd be a problem, which we could run them down. Do they have magic that could... Yeah, they have Tide Call. We'll give it a go. You never know. Yeah, we'll give it a go. You never know. 'Cause I'm with making the turn that down a little bit. With making the Facebook group as well for the channel. Oh, you're fine. I'm really trying to do everything I can to push growth outside of making videos, doing live streams, that kind of thing. Because my wife and I do have some good news, is that we're going to be able to move back closer to family later this year. It'll either be early May or kind of late summer, like late July, early August, that kind of time frame. So we're really excited about that, but that also is going to change a lot of things for the channel. So, because like right now, like when I start streaming, it's 5 a.m. my time, which is like 3 p.m., 4 p.m. in Europe, that kind of thing. On the weekends, it's, you know, most of the places in the lower 48 in the States, it's like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., that kind of thing. So on the weekends, and like everywhere, it's like perfect if I start streaming at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., you know, up here in Alaska. It's great. But when I move back to the lower 48, our time zones are going to be 3 hours ahead. Sorry, I had to think there. So like when I start streaming at 5 a.m. now, when we move back, it's going to be 8 a.m. So at that time, like normally when I would be streaming, I'll be going into work when we move back. So I'm not going to be able to, like, I'll still be able to stream in the morning, but it's going to be like early afternoon for people in Europe, and probably impossible for people in the lower 48 to watch me that early in the morning, because they're going to be sleeping before they go to work and that kind of thing. Let's try and hide these units. And by the time I get home from work at that point, it's just going to be way too late in the day for people in Europe. But it may not be too bad for people in the States. But again, like when I get home from work at that time, I'm going to want to spend it with family. So it's really going to be a little bit of a learning curve, basically, to see like what's going to work and whatnot. But it's definitely going to not weaken the channel, but it's going to definitely affect it, probably in a more negative manner than it will in a positive one. And so I really want to try and do what I can and basically give myself a very large incentive to keep the channel, you know, going at the rate that I'm trying to grow it now. Because I mean, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, great, and if we don't, you know, it is what it is. You know, it was never going to be a
We cannot refuse.
like, this is my only like what I'm gonna say, like my only chance at it, I guess. But you know, if we were to hit that mark before moving back, it would give me a very big incentive to keep going. Do you have statistics, geography? Yeah, it's like it's mostly Europe in the US. If I go to it, because well, it may not have it now. It's been a while since I've checked it. because I was gone for a while. Yeah, because I haven't streamed much lately. So the only thing I have is, but yeah, it's the U.S. and Europe. U.S. is at the highest, and then Spain, oddly enough. But before that, it was like the U.S. and Europe, which it was like 60-40. But I mean, even on the weekends, like I know, my friends anyway, like, you know, Saturday night, like, they're not out, you know, they're out with friends, with family, you know, that kind of, or, you know, they're doing something, right? Whereas, you know, during the morning is when they do, you know, like, if they play video games is when they do it. That way at night they can be with family, you know, that kind of thing, which I totally get. So it's, I try, it's, like, I would love to stream after work, but I also want to spend time with my family, so, like, you know, we're in the same kind of boat that way, where, you know, they want to spend time with their family or go out, and I want to do the same thing, but, I like to schedule convenient for me. Yeah, and that's the thing, is, like, as much as, like, I want to stream whenever I want to stream, I'm not at that point yet, right? So for the most part, like, I still really need to cater my streaming schedule on you guys when it's convenient for you guys to watch me. You know, I definitely have not hit the point where I can just stream whenever the fuck I want, because I got, you know, 60,000 subscribers and you guys can bend to my will, you know, kind of thing. So it is something, you know, that would be great if we get to that point, but right now I really need to cater to you guys. You know, when's it going to be more beneficial for you guys to be able to watch me, which is why, you know, I'm up every day at 4 a.m. other than today when I'm lazy and I sleep in. Warhammer 3 Game Director put out a video message for an hour ago. The DLC Passion Project, new DLC called Passion Project, to be released in April, one more in the summer. I mean, at least it's like in April and then the summer, which, again, that's really vague, because summer could mean May, it could mean June, it could mean July, you know. But it is good to know that it's at least coming, you know, I guess, you know. Is it on, like, the Total War website, or is it just like on their Twitter or something, like the Twitter video they released, something like that?
Hunt them down!
Yeah, that was a good one. I'll give you that.
Pain and despair.
Cause yeah, if it's on the Total War like channel, I'll check it out before I have to go to work today, and see if they put any news in it more than that. But I mean, they're doing what they've done the whole time. If that's all they really said, then they've done that since the release of Warhammer 3. Is they're just like, hey, this is coming, but like, what is this? You know, what is it? You know, they're just very vague about it. That way, I saw it on the subreddit. Okay, thanks, Anon. I appreciate that, man. You know, they're just being really vague with it. That way, if something, you know, if it doesn't come out in April, they can be like, oh, well, we had this issue come up, and we wanted to make sure it was good for you guys. You know, that way they're doing a good job of not, you know, being vague and not setting stuff in stone. That way they can basically not get chewed out if it doesn't end up being that way. Because, yeah, to me personally, like, if that's like the new DLC, if that's really what it's called, that does not sound like a Chaos Dwarf oriented DLC, which I kind of thought would be their first one. I've gone to the Reddit a few times and like checked stuff out, and each time I go there, I'm always disappointed on most of the stuff that's put in there. And I know I should look at it just in case stuff like that pops up, and so I'm more in the loop. But it's really hard for me to give a damn what people say on that thing.
Off their skin.
Just called it Passion Project. So that may not even be the name of the DLC. It's just that they're working on it. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Because, yeah, that makes it sound like a Slanesh, or, you know, if that were the name of it.
The Dark Prince promises.
Not quite. On Total War's Discord channel? Okay. I think I'm a part of it. Or, yeah, a member. No, I'm not. I was, and then I got out of it. I think I got out of it just because there were so many people posting that thing all the time. And I was just like, yeah. Alright, alright. Here we go.
I grow impatient of these constant interruptions.
4 turns and she's gonna become a bitch. I gotcha. I gotcha. I mean, I hope so, you know. I truly hope so. I mean, really, like, I don't think their window of error for this DLC is about as small as I would, you know, since I've been like actually paying attention to DLCs and people's overall like attitudes, you know, regarding the game. I would say their window and margin of error is, I don't think I've seen it any smaller than what it is.
The Tempter Lord.
So they better figure out their shit.
So good.
You got 2. You got 2.
The
He's got 2.
Tempter Lord.
Yeah, motherfuckers just don't fucking quit, do you?
The goddess
You kill 1, they send 3 more.
The greater secrets are mine. Alone. I look forward
He's
to it.
40, so he's at 40% work. Is there anything else I can give him to? Because he's already got 10% there, 30% from the Sword of Cain, but I haven't gotten any. I guess I could give him this as well, so he could even have it for longer. Yeah, do that. But other than that, you know, he just doesn't. We haven't gotten any like.
Docking.
Haven't gotten a freaking single.
Sail for Slanesh.
This is not permitted.
Talisman of Preservation. There we go. Find the word I'm looking for.
Every step agony. Come. Come. The cult yearns us
Go.
more.
Alright, you're healing. I need money for cults.
My divine master.
Alright, yep. Move up
Every step
to
agony.
Malekith territory.
My divine master.
Malekith
Voyaging.
territory. And
Name it,
Malekith
and
territory.
it shall be done.
You are
Nope.
infertile.
Wrong one. Don't do that. Glad that actually she wasn't able to do that, because she probably would have died.
Name it, and it shall be
The
done.
cult of plentiful
Good.
master.
Quit.
The cult of endless delights.
Good.
My divine master. The cult of unfettered
Emerge is actually doing fairly well. I imagine he's got all of his special dragons at this point too.
Name it, and
Good.
it shall be done. The cult of plentiful excess.
My divine master.
Yeah, I figured these are probably all gonna be too expensive. Yeah, that's alright.
I know
That's alright.
my place.
And what? We don't look at vampire.
The
Reworking
Dark
Overlords.
Prince doesn't.
Yeah, I really think they gotta do like a big DLC and then like a rework of like traits along with it. You know, like they can't do like a rework of a faction or a rework of traits or something like that separately. Like it's got to be like, hey, here's a brand new DLC, and by the way, we also fix this with it. You know, to compound it. You know, to you know, to make it even better. Like we did this as well as this kind of thing, right?
No, I'm surrounded by fools.
Work of one or two people. Yeah, that's why I'm still like as hopeful as I am, because the people who are working on it are the ones, you know, that made Medieval 2 what it is, you know. Shit, if anything, they need to be replacing the people that initially release and make the game. Because those people are fucking idiots. Plus, if I was those guys, I'd be like, hey, I'm tired of basically playing the janitor role. Like, I'm tired of cleaning up your fucking messes. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Praise the Lord of pleasure.
Yeah, he's gonna go around and just keep taking all my smaller settlements
Such
every
insight.
fucking turn. So, guess what, dude? You got this guy coming down your way.
Dance on, Cavort and sin, Lord of Slaanesh.
Yeah.
A true
That'll be
gift
them.
of Slaanesh
Let's see. Heroes.
for the Dark Prince.
And nope.
Name it, and it shall be done.
Nice.
Are you tempted? I yearn for it, but not yet.
Alright, what are they doing?
The Feaster of Pain.
Good. Wouldn't mind giving him a... Yeah, it's fine.
Master of dark magic.
Alright.
me imbibe your essence.
They're just traveling in packs.
The cult of pleasing perfection.
Yeah, y'all are screwed now. See, now they're literally just on a ticking time bomb until I vassalize them.
At once.
So only have to put up with them for a little
On
longer,
we go.
and then they won't be able
The
to do
cult
shit.
grows.
Which, with how many battles I'm fighting them, how many cults I'm gonna put down, it's gonna be 15 turns tops.
The cult grows.
Jesus Christ.
Submission.
Gonna have half the world under my my belt before you know it.
My divine master.
Alright, you come down here.
Dance on.
Name it, and it shall be done.
Hey, quit
Dance on.
fucking taking every cult
My
I
divine master.
put down
The
up there.
cult of pleasing perfection.
Because yeah, I definitely need to either start conquering for some money
I
or
bring Azurian
start
fire.
vassalizing people to increase my vassal income. And soon too, we'll be able to get more replenishment, so we won't have to do this. And I need to start fighting battles manually anyway, so I don't take as much damage to begin with. But yeah, the Noctilus will have some fun down there. Can't really do anything against him right now, but it'll be alright. But yeah, we got 3 heroes starting cults up there, so that's 6 every turn because of the public order is so high, which has got up to 480, but it'll go a lot faster than what it looks like. Hey, do you want to give me some money? It's been a while. They just, and looking at the chat and like thinking of like traits, like just not only traits but other things like that. They just need to make everything worthwhile, you know, like faction mechanics, like the Warriors of Chaos faction mechanic, like all that stuff. Just make literally everything like worth your time, you know, like make all the traits really good. Like I'd rather have them make all the traits really good and be like, damn, I really want this in my army, or this or this. But you obviously can't have 19 heroes in your armies to get a little bit of all those traits, right? That way it makes you pick and choose certain armies to have certain traits and that kind of thing, you know. So it actually makes you game plan and strategize and organize armies a little bit more, right? You know, like just because you put in a bunch of traits or really good things for a faction doesn't mean all of those things are going to be in every single army, you know, that kind of thing, you know. Like it's gonna, just because you make an arm or a faction strong with this or that doesn't mean it's going to be overpowered, because you may not be able to afford to have all of those. It's just like weapons teams for
You will have an undeniable
Skaven, you know, like you're not gonna have 4 weapons teams armies on turn 10 because you won't be able to afford them, right? You know, it's just gonna take time. But yeah, I am thinking. I know I gave everyone kind of a preview of like what this week's gonna look like. I think I am gonna do another stream of this campaign on Friday, just to basically wrap it up. Because it'll only be it'll be a shorter stream anyway, and that way I'm not starting a new campaign, you know, with only a few hours in and on a Friday. I'd rather do it on Saturday when I'm gonna be able to have more time to really get into a campaign. So I don't know what will be the campaign on Saturday, but it more likely than not will be a new one, because we are going on 2 weeks of Slanesh already. So
Name it, and it shall be.
Alright. Let's move my heroes first.
This place is barren of plenty.
The cult of plentiful
Nice.
excess.
Which I'm hoping it's gonna be a big one this weekend. It really depends on if I hear back
The
from
cult
that
of endless
Warhammer group
alliance.
and whether or not I'd be allowed to promote my stream in there this weekend. So you know there's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of potential for things to happen
The cult grows.
soon. You know other than like Discord groups that like I know Anon's Hearts of Iron 4 Discord group, they've been very generous and allowed me to promote my content in there before as well.
The cult of
And
unfettered pleasure.
so I'm really trying to use and exhaust all of my extra sources in terms of promotion
Name
to try and get my name out there as much as possible for the channel. So it's
the cult of
might take
plentiful
a week or
excess.
2, maybe 3 to really see the effects of it, you know, if I'm allowed to do all those things. But assuming I'm able to and no one will have a problem with it, I'm really excited to see what's going to
The
happen.
cult
So
of unfettered
it could
plenty.
be a very exciting time for the channel in the coming weeks.
Name it, and it shall be done.
Yeah, come
Cult
down
of
to
endless delights.
Helmgart and Uberstrike.
My divine
And
master.
you come down this
The
way.
cult disagrees.
Alright, now let's tell you what, it's high time he gets his weapon. Yeah. This is an easy battle anyway. Yeah, no, it's not that hard. It's really easy if you have I did it with soul grinders in the Realm of Chaos campaign when the game first came out. Oh my god, basically if you have any fast unit, it just don't fucking matter, even though they got a bunch of Phoenix Guard, because they have it set up. It's like a canyon, right? And they have their army set up in 3 different like sections, and so you just send all your force into one and then to the next one and so on and so forth. Even though they have tons of anti-large, it just doesn't matter because you get them to blob up around your single entities, drop some magic on them, and before you know it, the battle is already over. But yeah, on tonight I won't be able to make any videos because my wife has class, so she'll actually be behind me on her desk doing things. So yeah, this is what I mean. They have they have their army set up in 3 different spots. So, you know, the game wants you to, like, oh, send some there, send some there, send some here. Like, nope. Don't buy into it. Send everything into one location and steamroll them. But tomorrow night, when I'm playing just to play, I plan on making some videos. So it'll probably be after my wife goes to sleep. I haven't decided if I want to do like a new campaign entirely, or if I'm just gonna kind of play and see if something crazy and wacky happens. I'm not sure just yet, but nice.
Behold magnificence!
NKari. Pass you to sire.
Courage has failed!
The Lord of Excess arises! Extravagant display.
Sorcerer of Slaanesh.
The serpent strikes! Worship from none!
Ooh, that's gonna hurt a little bit. Alright, now you guys come over here.
Bring
Steamroll these guys. They do have a dragon protecting them, which I've noticed is what they do kind of a lot. Is they'll leave the dragon over there in this battle to basically just protect it. Alright, you need to get the fuck out of there though, because you will 120% lose against that.
The Nash decreases!
You need to get out.
Tasmagoria.
Do I have any other? Yes.
Dark debauch. Slaanesh, hear my call.
Nice. Nice, that's a good cast. You. The other one. Oh, I have no internet. Alright, my internet cut out there for a little bit. Sorry, guys, if it got a little laggy and choppy there for a second. My internet just cut out for a sec. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why. I looked over and saw it was red. Small. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Algorithm rewards regularly posting videos. Small project, Zomboid channel I follow recently got monetized because he posted 6 videos a week for the last 8 months. Wow, that's awesome. But the algorithm rewards frequent posters that kind of reach the point he gets ad money. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's another thing too, is it'll help. Like, you know, basically, I just need to get back to what I was doing before I had to take a little bit of a break. So I'm really excited about that aspect of it because I do miss it. And, you know, as much as I did enjoy a little bit of a time away, I'm more than ready to get back into everything. I'm just ready. I'm ready for it all. You get out.
Repulsive and alone.
Yes.
A flurry of talent. This
Now I just wish I had more healing like items. But yeah, I just can't do anything. And that's kind of where the channel's been now for about 2 weeks since I've started streaming again. You know, it's taken a while for people to kind of be like, oh, like he's doing content again on a regular basis. So it's gonna take, you know, a little bit yet. I've noticed on average it's like really for stuff to really like kind of kick in for anything has usually been like 2 to 3 weeks of like YouTube kind of realizing like, oh, like he does this every day, or he's gonna do, you know, stream at this time, or, you know, whatever it may be. And it takes time for people to realize that too, like, okay, like Lemon Pledge is streaming at this time again, you know, that kind of stuff. So it all is just gonna take time to basically build up that reputation again. In your case, you just didn't realize you had a major life-changing event, so I'm sure Yeah. Like, and all of you guys have been great. Like, I thought for sure, like, when I had to leave, I was like, I'm gonna lose like 200 subs, you know, because I'm not posting stuff and people just aren't paying attention. But where the people like, you know, my post about, you know, being gone or whatnot, or maybe they read it or whatever, people stuck around, and I'm very thankful for that. But, you know, they could have turned the bell icon off so they're not getting, you know, notifications, or, you know, they're just still trying to see if I'm actually going to be back, you know, that kind of thing. There are a lot of reasons of what it could be. But, yeah, YouTube, unfortunately, just, like you're saying it on, just does not give a fuck. You know. But it'll be alright, you know. YouTube will get its shit together, you know, involving the channel, and we'll be fine, and it'll get fixed. Plus, we're really, I mean, this time last year, you know, when I was streaming, I was like, it's going to take forever to get to 1,000. But, I mean, obviously, with the help of other streamers has helped tremendously on the channel. Obviously, for sure. But, you know, it all takes time. You know, it's just got to keep grinding away, got to keep doing what we're doing. And, good things hopefully will happen. Yep, do his magic now. Her magic now. Very good. Yeah, I don't want them to break. Give them more health. Good, and we'll be ready to move over the turn. Next turn. Alright. Now, he must have defeated, like, or the game's just being stupid, because he's back every freaking turn now. It doesn't matter what I do. He's just back. Luckily, we have magical attacks on most of our units.
Weakling.
It's got a lot of cav and weird units.
Waste my time. My visions predict
same thing there.
The Herald of Slaanesh.
I guess as long as she's not in an army, because she could do a lot more damage to us in an army than she could outside of it. Alright. He needs dealt with.
The goddess forbids it.
There's a lot of large here.
The agony is to come.
These flat, dead plagues.
You come over here.
Prince's
Stay there,
Herald.
stay there. He's recruiting.
Lord of Slaanesh. Join the pavane of pleasure. Pleasure in all things. Such
Good.
insights to tempt you. Affirmation.
See if I can bait some of them.
Blind to us.
And soon we're going to get another 6% replenishment, which will definitely help this whole process of, you know, fighting and getting back to it. So, alright. Money. Good. Because, yeah, now it's more about public order being issues. You know, having the Sword of Cain. But there are ways to mitigate that. Yeah, we can get rid of that building, which will get rid of the control issue there. We don't have the public order building here. That'll get rid of a good portion of the income though too. Alright, let's switch this one to control. This one, that one's fine for now. Let's do control. And let's move on. But yeah, I have a few ideas. I think sometime this at night I'm gonna start a Tomb King campaign. I know I mentioned, I think Monday, I just recently finished up a Empire campaign as well, and it's kind of gotten me into a Kislev, kind of wanting to try Kislev, because I know people have said Kislev is really difficult in Immortal Empires with everybody nearby. So I mean, you have Chaos, you have Norska, Festus, you know, isn't too far away, so I want to give them a playthrough, see if I enjoy it and whatnot. So yeah, I got Kislev and Tomb Kings I want to do in my own time. I got more greenskin factions in my own time I want to get through. Bretonia will forever and eternally suck it. But yeah. I think Saturday though will be a faction that I really enjoy. Whether it's High Elves or Skaven. Oh, Norska is another campaign. I've been on turn 1. I haven't done much since I've been playing like 4 other ones, but yeah, they're also another faction that I'm wanting to officially try out in the game for the first time. So 4 fucking armies.
Fail. No.
And we're still not quite getting to it.
Craven little fool.
Alright.
Taste thy pleasure.
It wasn't your army. Whose army was it?
Divine
Hers.
immortality. Now you are ready. March. Seeking sweetest
4
agony.
frickin' armies.
What is this foolishness?
That's just so much.
Most exalted keeper of secrets.
I mean, I'm sure I could take out 1 or 2 of them, but 4?
You waste my time.
So you got 40,
My visions predict
56, 72 units to deal with.
Forget yourself. Let me imbibe
My goodness.
your essence.
Good thing is we do have another army about to be completed.
Embrace
And
the lust
that reminds me,
you desire. Fornic.
you are due to owe me money. You're due to owe me money before you completely die. And you owe me money. And where's Marathi? One frickin' turn. I knew it was coming up. I just thought it was gonna be this turn and not next turn. Alright. Good. That'll be good for public order. Might end up... Oh, wow. Yeah. Money and public order is all good. Super rough. You deal with one problem, only to open yourself to 2 more. Paired Carlos, companion Gilts. Yeah, Gilts really wasn't that bad. I haven't done a.
You want me?
A Carl campaign yet. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. A Carl campaign, but yeah, Gilts was really nothing too crazy.
Time to savor.
Unthinkable.
Alright, I have an idea.
Hunger for souls.
Basically bring
Definitely
in
not.
our armies, but then do like
This will fail.
not allow
No.
or don't control larger armies, just so only one extra unit would come in at a time.
What is this foolishness?
But they got 4 freaking armies here. Even if that were to work, it wouldn't work, if that makes sense.
Ambush. Onwards.
I want them to land. I'm tired of them just floating. I need them to land. Because that's where I can actually use my army.
Name it, and it shall
Yeah,
be.
they're just... Which that's what I've learned the AI Dark Elves do. They just try and beat you with numbers. They'll literally send 4 armies to the same spot to try and kill a settlement.
On to
You know,
another.
they're just there to be
Divine
annoyance,
master.
an annoyance.
The cult of unfettered pleasure.
Yeah, now you're fucked. Because next turn Marathi will become a bitch.
My divine master. Go
Good.
with grace.
Can you reach
The
that?
cult of
No, not
endless
quite.
delight.
That's alright. Next turn you will be able to.
Ha! You wouldn't pass in
Good. Right. Yeah, because I already got one there. Karen Carr.
The cult of pleasing perfection.
Which, yeah. You guys haven't played them yet. This is now the landmark for the Dark Elves here. It's absolute garbage. Because like late in the campaign playing as Dark Elves, you're losing like 2,000 slaves a turn with the money buildings you have built.
Yes, with vigor.
Just not fucking worth it at all.
My divine
Like
master.
just fucking useless. Like there's no other word for it other than
Cult
absolutely
of
useless.
plentiful excess.
Name it, and it shall be done.
Alright. You can come here. Get Carl. Don't worry about Gelt just yet. Get Carl.
My divine master.
And then you can come down
On
to
we
Herrick next
go.
turn. Good stuff. Plus, we're already corrupting him. And yeah, they're just chilling, hanging out on that border. But yeah, they're... Good. Alright, let's see what they do.
My
Move on.
desire.
I'm also getting like 35 minutes out from having to get ready for work, and I'm like not ready for work at all because I was running behind this morning. So I really need to make sure I'm done and off by like 7:30, so I have time to get dressed quick and brush my teeth and get ready for work. Ghost Company is easier because Gelt is supreme. I've actually, that reminds me. See what they do here. But I need to look at the Total War Forum. I've noticed it when playing as Bellicor and as Gelt. Good. Yeah. Blow it up. Do whatever you want to it.
Crescendo of pain.
Yeah, you're dead. You're stupid. Lords that... Well, I have 2 lords right now that I know for sure it happens. Gelt and Bellicor. Any lord that reduces the cost of magic, the calculations are wrong. For example, Geld's magic, like when you do Searing Doom, it's only supposed to cost 1 winds of magic. I've had it cost 1, 2, or 3 winds of magic. Be'lakor is the same way with his shadow magic. It just doesn't make sense. It miscalculates it. So I don't know if that's, again, if that's just for their magic, you know, those 2 lords specifically, or if it's other lords. And you know, not that it's that huge of a deal, you know, if you're going from 1 wind of magic, but 2, but it's just the idea behind it that, you know, you're spending skill points to have that ability to only cast 1 wind of magic, but it doesn't work. And you can see it like when you hover over a spell, because, you know, in your winds of magic pool, it'll show you, you know, the amount of magic that it's going to take out. And clear as day on the description, it'll say it'll cost you 1, but then when you look at the magic pool, it'll take 2 out. So it's little things that like that. You know, it's a really small oversight, but you know, it's just something that's annoying. You know, not gonna break the game in a bad way, but you know, it is what it is. But it needs to be fixed. I say it is what it is, but it's something that definitely needs fixed. So, all right. Kill the following. Well,
I am contemplating killing you.
see how much money we get for it. We're at 5788.
I am contemplating killing you. So
Yeah, it's not worth it. Suck it, bitch. That was a good amount of money.
All-powerful sorceress.
I actually gave myself a small economy again.
Do I please the cult of pleasing perfection?
Yeah, I'm more worried about the cults now instead of the growing up my settlements. Because that's going to be the big... At this point in the campaign, that's going to be where I really start to overtake people. Basically put them at least on hold. That way I can deal with my big enemies.
Do you require?
And then when I feel like it, I can betray these vassals and take their territory for myself.
Submission. The cult grows.
All right. Plus, we'll get some money for some battles here this turn. All right. Who wants to get fucked up?
Bringer of sensation. A crescendo of pain and pleasure. Delights without boundaries.
Nice.
Only absolute supplication will.
Yeah, we got pretty good replenishment now in our territory. Good.
Tender hand of atrocity.
She just became a lot better too. All right.
The feaster.
All right. He needs to launch the attack. Get the most experience possible. And won't be able to do anything because of where they're being in force march.
Feast upon their sin.
Nice.
Slow. There is Athena. Another desire fulfilled.
Good. I need to get... I mean, I do want that one.
My divine master.
Does this army down here have 2? No. Okay. Well, that's where you're going.
My prince.
What about casters?
In ecstasy.
Nope. I thought I recruited a. Oh, they got wounded. That's why.
My divine master.
Typical. Typical.
Every step, agony. Cultist.
The cult of unfettered flesh.
Yeah, Malekith is literally on a ticking time bomb.
My divine master. The cult of plentiful excess.
So's Reichland. They declared war on me, and we may never even actually fight them before they, before it's too late for them.
And it shall be done. The cult grows.
Same with Fritonia down here. Alright. NKari.
In my excellence.
Good. More health is always good. Alright.
You dare. Khan Singh. Bringers of joyous degradation.
Just take the money because the replenishment we get is garbage.
There will be pain. So much pain.
Which he'll be back in, in a turn anyway, because, that's how the game apparently works.
How? Why? The Tempter.
But yeah, we're definitely getting much better replenishment now. Very nice. We're getting tons of levels, which is awesome.
Excess. I break any mind.
Good. Good, good, good.
You want me?
The goddess forbids it.
Alright. Our money is fixed already. Change this to... Oh, it already is the control edict. Alright, yeah. Give that some more control then.
Victory
Yep.
is victory.
Give that control. Negative. Oh, yeah. Because I've lost. Yeah. Alright.
This will
Surprise, motherfuckers. Let's actually check before I do anything too crazy. Let's check. Garbage. It's more ward save than he currently has. I can't do anything else. Okay. It's alright. Unfortunate. I guess you win some, you lose some. Got really lucky early on in this campaign, and kind of ever since then, it's gone rather drastically downhill in terms of quality of items we've been getting. But what can you do?
Slash. This is for Slanesh.
Yeah, I do mentor. Okay. Okay. So, oh, because they keep stealing my research. That's right. I love that from the Dark Elves. I love that about them. No, don't really seduce that many. Corruption is. Don't have a problem with corruption. Don't need bonuses to Slanesh factions, mainly because they're all basically dead at this point. Don't have chariots. Don't have demonettes. Don't. I do have some soul grinders. But yeah, I don't really need a whole lot, I guess. I guess get the stuff for the soul grinders. And then we'll start getting all of these for the Keeper of Secrets. Because I would like to get more of those, you know. Kind of like to use the whole roster.
Lord of excess.
Go. Can send him down as well.
Pursuit of ecstasy. Savor the agony.
So you can only ever get a chariot, which is not good. But he's also a sorcerer. Yeah, no, he's just a lord. Okay, he's a melee lord. Gotcha. Okay. No worries.
It is the only result that matters.
Control. Alright, let's...
Your destruction will bring me untold pleasure.
We're about... Which, I have 2 weakened armies, and he almost wants peace. So he won't want it after this turn anyway. But he's only got the 1 army over here, and we've bought ourselves a little bit of time. Which, since we're replenishing a lot quicker now, we won't have to wait as long. And also those 2 armies of going to the south there to deal with the vampire coast, I'm just going to send down to the Galleon's graveyard and get rid of them because I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him from time to time declaring war on me. Sure. Because that'll only boost his seduction, and it gives me more time to do other things. And then I'll just seduce him. I love the AI. It's so fun to me that, you know, like, there's just no way for them to detect that there's a cult growing. Oh, I love it. It's so good. I love it so much. I got time. We got time. Alright.
Master.
Come down this way.
The agony is to come.
He needs a spellcaster. Yeah, whatever, that's fine.
Master of dark magic.
I would like to give him a Allurus as well. That's whatever. I won't worry about traits too much. Alright, NKari, come over here.
Palace.
That'll boost the replenishment rate. You can come over here, that'll boost the replenishment rate.
I must. I must.
Here,
To
that
my
will help with your
chamber
replenishment
of
rate. Alright. So we don't have public order issues here. We've got them fixed here. I'll pop that down as well. Just help with more public order. Christ. They're ways away from having issues. Illyrian is stable, but we can fix that. Nagaryth is fine for now. That's probably because we actually have two armies, or NKari's army sitting in there, but you know, that's fine. Yep, that's good. Upgrade that. Upgrade that. Control there is going to become a massive problem, though.
Such insights to tempt you. For the Dark Prince.
Yeah, he's getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Slaves to dark. Such agonies await.
Don't know why they ever bother coming down here.
This
Or
is
coming
mine.
up here, I guess. Nice. More hit points for him.
Delectable.
It's just fucking stupid.
How divine.
Good old purple frosting. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, really, like, it is frustrating for me because I've been wanting to expand outside of the donut for a long time. And then just as I'm about to, like, finish up with one faction, another faction, like Malekith, declared war on me. And just kept, you know, sending army after army after army down here. So I've had to stay here and protect it. And then shifted my, you know, basically taking control over his faction so I can finally move on to somebody else. He doesn't have the Sword of Cain, so yeah, boost his leadership.
More power to me.
But I mean, he's gonna be fucked. Yeah, we're going at 15 a turn, and it's only gonna keep growing because I'm gonna keep popping colts down on him.
The cult of endless delights.
And he doesn't have the public order issues that I would have playing as the Dark
Name
Elves.
it.
So
And it shall be done.
whatever.
I move in the next wave.
Because who has the settlements that I need that are like over here, right? Because that's that's no Palace of Princess. Yeah, the Twisted Towers is for me. There are more over here, I believe, than just that one. But anyway, we'll get over there and deal with it. But yeah, we got tons of heroes.
Name it. And it shall be done. On to another.
Move you,
Divine master.
and let's get
We
you come down
cannot.
here. Put one in,
Name it.
Altdorf.
The cult shall please in perfection.
It's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna be waiting on turns rather than seducing people to vassalize them. You can come right there for next turn.
My divine master.
You need to go, I think it's,
As my master bids.
Yep, do the fortress next turn as well. And then you can do the Elder Spire next turn. Good
On
stuff.
we go.
Good stuff. Awesome. 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 Okay. Now, in terms of who to conquer, because I imagine we probably only have like 2 or 3 turns against Malekith before he'll declare war on me again. Yeah, basically, he just wants time to build up his forces again to come at me, which we're not going to let him do. So we're going to... I can't recruit. She's going to stay here just to kind of act as a barrier against them, but we're going to send NKari and the Sword of Cain army here to go north and start dealing with them. And just starting to take some settlements from them before I end up vassalizing him. And then I think what I want to do is, after we deal with Count Noctilus at the Galleon's graveyard, we'll send these armies up this way to come reinforce against Corone. And this one is slowly... was slowly growing. Ah.
Your petition has reached the great
He is... Cetra is just booming.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Yes. Because my cult creation was the reason I was gaining so much here, but Cetra is kicking some ass. I'm still the I am. I would consider more than a continent away, and I'm their #1 threat to power. Which, I'm not even the strongest faction in the game, allegedly. But they have...
High Queen Kelly.
Cain's priestess.
But I mean, again, everybody hates me because I do have the Sword of Cain. So, yeah, -40 with all factions. But the only way to get rid of it now is by losing a battle. And I don't want to do that.
Time to savor.
40, 60, so 65%. Plus, it's got a... Well, I can get it up to 60% ward save for a little bit. So he's almost at the physical resistance cap when that item is triggering. But other than that, he still has quite a bit of spell resistance to be on the lookout for. Torment Blade's actually pretty good. But alright. I think that is where I will end it today, though, because it's right at that threshold of me having to go and getting into something else. I know it's been a lot of back and forth, but I'm hoping at least Friday we get a little more excitement and I'm actually able to conquer a few things. I think this is definitely something I want to continue in my own time, though. But yeah, we'll probably be continuing this again on Friday. One more episode of it, just to kind of top it off and call it good there. But yeah, I appreciate all the support today, guys. And I just exited out of my YouTube studio on accident. Just 1 second. That's it. As I get back into it here. So I can actually end the stream properly. There we go. My bad, my bad. Hit the wrong button. Alright. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys again for all your support today. I believe, in case you want to watch more, let's see. I think Mercy is streaming right now. Playing as Skarsnik. I need some more coffee pronto. So here is the link to his stream if you guys want to keep watching some Warhammer stuff. But yeah, thank you guys again for your support. I appreciate it, and I will keep you guys up to date on what I hear from some other people regarding some promotions. So thanks you guys again for the support. Have a good Wednesday, and I will see you guys again on Friday. Have a good one.